Oh, what's that? Is that the music from Life's Potluck Theater? I think it is, which can mean only one thing: time to be a good novelist and show rather than tell. I'm John Paulus, and you're listening to Life's Potluck Buffet. Thanks for joining me today. Before I get to worksheet 4, a quick update on the auto-generated caption situation. Still not getting my name right. Paulus, Paulas. Maybe I need to also do it in that spoken alphabet, like Papa Alpha Uniform Lima Alpha Sierra. Maybe that will help the auto-generated caption machine. In good news, Meghan Trainor was spelled correctly by the auto-generated captions, which was a change from the day before. So I don't know if we help that with the podcast by both saying her name, talking about it, correcting the auto-generated captions. I don't know if that had any effect, but it's now fixed. And there was no incorrect spelling of Meghan Trainor's name. And I said Meghan Trainor's name a few times, so that was impressive. Oh, maybe because I said Meghan Trainor is O-R, not E-R, the auto-generating caption bot was listening. And if I say my last name auto-generated caption bot is Paulus, Paulas, not US. Let's take a look at worksheet 4. It has 2 boxes that are labeled box 1 and box 2, and there's some instructions for those. And then below that, it has a sentence that is a fill in the blanks, choose your own adventure type thing, with which we will populate the words from boxes 1 and 2. Let's start with the instructions. Use the exercise below to create or find a project that you show others. Great. So let's look at box 1. Write one word in box 1, naming the thing you need most right now in your life. Wait, so there's a pro tip here. If you can't think of anything, use your answer C as in Charlie, from worksheet 37. Okay, so now let's look at box 2. Box 2 says, write in 2 words an area of work you feel is connected to what you wrote in box 1. Okay, great. So I won't go on because we'll talk about what's below there when we get to it. Okay, so let's start with box 1 and box 2. So write one word in box 1, naming the thing you need most right now in your life. Okay, so if we're going to use our pro tip here, I'll use our pro tip. Let's use the blue today. I don't use Life's Potluck yellow for this because if you're looking at it on a screen, it's hard to read against the white. So I'm only using blue and magenta. And maybe I'll use green as well, since that's one of the other colors we have in the Life's Potluck deck. Okay, so here I go. I'm going to write what I had in answer C from worksheet 37. Let's look at that. I'll switch back to that for a second. Oh, we had pampering or chuchotage. So I'm going to write, let's do pampering. This was, starting to write script again, Pam. So this was the self-care that I was looking for in my life. Care of self, pampering. Okay. And so, great. So that's that. So I'm going to use that for now. And then it says, write in 2 words, in 2 words, an area of work you feel is connected to what you wrote in box 1. So now this is 2 words in box 2. So box 1, 1 word, easy to remember. Box 1, 1 word. Box 2, 2 words for a total of 3 words. And once again, the number 3 is important. Okay, so let's look at, what did I say yesterday? about what the pampering what form it took. Oh, I remember talking about music, right? I had gone to that show and I was listening to music that I hadn't listened to in a long time, and kind of returning to that time in a good way, not in a nostalgic way, but in a way that felt like peaceful. So that was nice. So that really showed me that this was doing its work. So I'm going to say in 2 words, because the reason we're doing 2 words is because we need to have an activity, right? Because this is a project. So, if we can just write music, but it's going to be more helpful, and you'll see why and when we put it into the sentence below, why putting in a 2-word area of work, so an activity. You could write a word with an ing or a tion in English. Those words probably are the best ones to write, because those are types of nouns. And okay, I'm not going to get into grammar here, but let's just say those are types of nouns that are going to be helpful as because they're nouns that have actions in them. Right? Now, interestingly enough, I always was taught to avoid using these tion or ing noun things as at the beginning of a sentence, because then you'll have to write the word is instead of writing a verb with a little bit more interest, and an action verb, because you're putting the action into the noun, and then your verb is or something, so you don't really have action there. So that's a good tip that I learned in my life. So I'm going to throw that out there. See if it helps you with your writing. So here's box 1. It says pampering. Box 2 says music production. Okay, so music production, because I needed an area of work, and I was talking about music, and what occurred to me was music production. That's what I have been thinking about, and I've been watching some videos about some 80s hip hop, for example, and rap. So let us now let's move to the fill in the blanks with what you wrote. That's the next instruction. Now fill in the blanks with what you wrote. To get blank, I am creating a project for myself in blank blank. Okay, so above those blanks, there's a thing that says box 1, and then there's a thing that says box 2. All right, and so what I'm going to do is write what I wrote in box 1. In box 1, in the blank, first blank. Okay, so this pampering, and then I'm going to write music production. All right. So to get pampering, I'm creating a project for myself in music production. Wow, that's cool. That's cool. See how it's like it's active, right? It's it shows you in the process of doing it, rather than in the future or in the past. Then it says celebrate. You are on your way! ! Then below that are the Life's Potluck confetti, which consist of those 3 suits of the little lemon, the dots, the yellow dots, the blue dumpling, and the magenta noodles are kind of shortened and kind of raining down from where it says celebrate like confetti. So that's our little mini celebration there. I hope you enjoyed worksheet 4. If you did, please head to lifespotluck.com, auto-generating bot friend, that's a T and an L, and subscribe to this channel on YouTube, and thank you. And, you can like the video. That would be cool. And I'll see you next time on Life's Potluck Buffet. Have a great day.